marketplace. Oh, really? Yeah, really? That's the dirt off my shoulders. Really?
Mississippi.
Yeah, really? I get hungry when it's colder. Really?
I can make you this.
Yeah, really? You ain't gotta worry about mine.
I think like you guys need to see this.
Yeah, really? What you gotta say about me? Really?
What's up, you guys? Here we are with another week of the And Now We Know show. I am your host, Jonnie Kae. I'm so excited to introduce all these great new people for you guys. Today we have a special guest, another special guest. It's a DJ, and it's a woman DJ. I have never had a female DJ on my show before, so I'm really excited to have this person. She is really great, you guys. You're probably going to want to book her after this show, so definitely stay tuned towards the end so you can get her information. I'm not going to talk too much. I'm going to just let you guys go and see who this beautiful person is. On out. Hello, beautiful. Alright, so you go by the name DJ Marley Fox, and I want to know, like, what's the story behind your name? It's a very dope name.
Thank you.
Can you let us know how you came up with that name?
Okay, so I'm originally from LA. I ended up moving out of LA to go to school in Texas. Culture shock. I was a culture shock to people, and I had a friend named Brandon who literally used to say, like, oh, you remind me of Bob Marley. You're so Bob Marley. And I'm like, why? Because you're always smoking weed. So I was like, okay, cool, that's noted. You know, and then I had another friend. I don't even remember her name. We don't talk anymore. She always called me Foxy. But I got my DJ name after I started DJing. I didn't get my DJ name until later on in my career. I started hosting my own events. So.
I met her at a festival, you guys, and like as soon as I came into the room, she was DJing. I was like, whoa, like she had so much energy and she was just so hyped. And I was like, I gotta have her on my show. Like she is like.
This is how you know you're special, because I don't feel like that. I feel like a lot of people think I'm closed off. I'm like super focused on what I'm doing.
I know she right away. Like,
right away. Intuitive.
How long have you been doing this? Have you always wanted to be a DJ?
No. Nope. I think my control issues led me to being a DJ. I've been a DJ, right? Let me tell you. When I first started off DJing, it had nothing to do with me actually wanting to DJ. I was a bottle girl. I'm like, okay, we're listening to the same every weekend. Something's wrong here. I feel like Jada Smith. What is going on here? So it went from me like being a bottle girl to like one day one of my friends, DJ Auditory, I asked him like, will you teach me how to DJ? It's not easy. And I'm like, help me learn, because I don't like what other DJs are doing. And I really admired his style of DJing. But he didn't get booked for the club, which is weird, right? So he taught me, he did this, he did this, he did that. But it was me, because I listened to music sonically. So I was going off of like music that I feel like would go good together. I wasn't even like looking, you know how people look at the BPMs or they go for the keys. I'm like, nah, I know this song sounds good. And I did it, and I was just like, oh yeah, I think I'm gonna do this. So I ended up buying a controller. Start off with not the 250 controller that everybody gets. I wanted to learn. So I got the next one, which was like the SB2. Yeah, I got the SB2, which is DJ Pioneer, Serato. Their controllers. I got the SB2, and I just took off from there. I had to learn a lot, and now that I'm getting into my prime, I feel like everything's been like exactly what I want it to be. So I had to go through that with those years of like trial and error to actually figure out who I was as a DJ, because it was never my intention to be a DJ.
Is it hard being a DJ and finding love? Like, what is your dating life like, if you don't mind us prying into your life right now? Because we need to know, like, professionals and other DJs watching, they probably want to know how you're dealing with your dating life and being this wonderful DJ, because sometimes it can be intimidating. Some people don't know how they fit into that kind of lifestyle with you. So, like, what's some experiences you've had being a DJ and dating?
Sometimes I feel like I might as well be a stripper. But let's go back to like my start in DJing. I don't date anybody in the industry. I don't believe in dating anybody in the industry because one thing I realized, it's a lot of extra that comes with it. Usually when you break up with someone, you gotta sever ties with them and, you know, start picking sides. What I've learned is a lot of people are intimidated by my schedule, you know, and then it leads to, like, for me personally, I love what I do. So a lot of the times, like, I'll based on how a person supports me that I'm dating. Like, if I invite you out to an event and you don't show up, you're automatically cut off. Like,
I agree with that. If I invite you to one of my shows and you don't come,
you don't show up, it's over.
Don't call me the next day.
You know, one time I was dating this one guy, and I was DJing a show in Hollywood, and an artist was coming up to me because he really liked my DJ set, and we were dancing together. Because, I mean, a part of being a DJ is to also be an entertainer. So we're dancing together, and the dude I'm dating that I asked to come out with, he was doing his job. He was taking pictures, videos, all that. But then he snatches up the guy who I was dancing with, who just so happened to be a friend of, like, the person who booked me for the gig.
he snatched him.
He snatched him up and said, yeah, get off her. I mean, that's why I said I might as well be a stripper sometimes, because it's just like, if they're not intimidated by my schedule, they're intimidated, like, I'm in the club, I'm going to dance with the people who come up to me and want to dance and want to interact with me.
Whoever you're supposed to be with has to be secure and understand that you're putting on a show at the same time.
Like, do they really?
They're out there. You gotta find them.
I mean, not really.
They're out there. You just gotta keep dating, and don't settle.
Just keep kissing the frogs.
Every single person, there's like a learning experience. Like, there's something
I gotta say to that.
Yeah, it's something that helps you grow as a
Still frog,
woman. Yeah, they are still frogs. I agree with that. But they help you learn something about yourself. Hopefully, you guys should be walking away from, like, bad situations or, like, relationships that didn't work out because they're weird or whatever.
Easier said than done.
Right? But you should walk away with some knowledge. Like, don't just walk away bitter. Like, walk away with knowing yourself a little bit better and understanding what kind of people are out there and who you don't want to date, you know? And just be aware that, you know, you have to be watchful of your heart, because sometimes you can be giving too much and you wouldn't even know that if it wasn't for a frog that came into your life. It's better for the frog for you to make that mistake with him instead of Prince Charming.
I feel like that's the stage. I mean, but would you be giving too much to Prince Charming?
Because Prince Charming,
you know what I'm saying? Like,
Prince Charming will come at the right time.
And he gonna receive.
Some people find love on this show, so I don't know. You never know.
Oh God, that is crazy.
They might hit you up like, "Hey, I see you on that show."
I'm so in love with you.
Okay, so we want to know more about you. We want to know, like, what kind of music inspires you. What type of music can we expect to hear?
I love R&B.
Okay.
Right now, my favorite singer is Alex Isley. If it's not like people who are like really telling the story or like speaking to me, I can't get behind it. You know, so it's like, and nowadays in music, a lot of these people aren't who they say they are. So it's just like, if you're not really about that life, I feel violated listening to you talk about toting guns and shit. Like,
I agree.
you're not about that life, so why are we playing like that? So,
that's a whole conversation. That's a long conversation in itself.
I decided to switch lanes from going to DJ nightlife to actually DJing more daytime, friendly, all events, TV shows, things of that nature. So I didn't have to just stick to like the hype music and like, you know, viral rap and, you know, because I can't keep up nowadays. It's like every day there's a new artist or a new person in the rap scene that's like, oh yeah, that's the new hot artist, and it's just like, I didn't play that artist during my set, and then I leave and I hear that this artist is hot, I feel incomplete. I'm like, damn, I didn't do a good job. Because like, part of the job is breaking records, you know?
Right.
So it's just like, but with this R&B, oh yeah, you can't tell me nothing.
Like, what are your favorite type of events? Do you like doing TV, or do you like doing parties more, festivals more?
I like networking events. Anything that's corporate sponsored, private events. Why? Because the spoiledness is real. I get my rate, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't have to negotiate what I'm worth. And like, yeah, you say you cost this much, that's how much you cost. Like, when I get there, it's free food, it's a beautiful environment, because 9 times out of 10, they bring in an event coordinator or planner to make it the space what it is. And I usually just feel a lot better catering to that crowd. DJing for like Hulu, or I DJ for Bella Thorne too. Every time I DJ for her, everybody always leaves satisfied. Every time.
You do multiple events for Bella Thorne.
Oh yeah.
Shout out
to her. I love her. You know, so I DJ for YG. I DJ for Wiz Khalifa. I DJ for I'm DJing some stuff, but it's just like that's still that crowd. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
You know, no offense, but it's just like I love it still. I'll still take the booking, but it feels good to get behind a controller and just be yourself. And usually events that are more corporate standing or, you know, private, they're like, I can be myself. You know, DJ for Red Bull,
Red Bull?
Water.
Do you guys hear this? Like,
but they're usually private events. I'm DJ for Do Over. You know what I'm saying? Adidas.
wow.
Yeah, Just Blaze was there. I was happy for that.
Stay tuned towards the end, you guys, so you can get her information. I'll also make sure her info is in the description box if you want to book her for any parties, any private events. Let her know.
Give me
She'll
up,
hit you
weddings,
up,
baby
give you
showers, quinceañeras. I do it all.
Okay, you heard her. So just stay tuned towards the end. How do you feel about Paris Hilton?
I love her. No, because she did the work. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
she didn't just be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get behind. See, first of
She
all,
actually learned.
CDJs, that is a hard controller. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's so many buttons, so many things that you have to like really remember. So many knobs, so many twists and turns with CDJs. So the fact that Paris Hilton got better and better and better through time. Yeah. Okay, cool. They put her on a few festivals. She's still a household name.
Yeah,
even down to her family.
I heard that some DJs were kind of jealous of the fact
I mean, that's because she was a household name.
Yeah.
She was a household name, and some of us gotta grind.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, if
but she still put in the work, so
put
it's
in
like
the work.
she's doing it herself. She's not just playing music in the background.
Yeah, she put in the work.
Learned.
She put in the work. I remember her like having a little interview, and I don't know if it's still out there, but you know, she was talking about learning from one of her fellow DJ friends, and you know, practicing in his little DJ studio. Like, she mentioned all that, you know, and it's just like, okay, if she went over to Ibiza and popped off in Ibiza, clearly she knew better to try to pop off in America, because Americans have a tendency to like be super hard and like judgmental. So I love Paris Hilton. She better continue on.
Yes, please. Shout out to Paris Hilton. You are admired and loved over here on the Anwk show. Something else I wanted to ask you is it hard being a woman in this industry? As a DJ, do you think that you don't get
everywhere, girl?
right? I mean, like, do you face challenges, like, or do you think it's easier for you because you're a woman, or is it harder being a female DJ?
When I first started, it was hard, because I felt like people was looking at me like I don't know what I'm doing. And granted, they were low key kind of right, but who are you to judge me? Like, I still had. It wasn't on me, it was in me. So it's just like I still had the talent, but I feel like it wasn't the norm. Now it's like, now that women are being pushed to the forefront of entertainment, it's like people are starting out for female DJs, because they're starting to realize most male DJs lead with their ego, and a lot of these female DJs actually love the job. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They love music. And
Interesting. All these stuff that we just didn't know. Like, I feel like we're learning so much about like the DJ aspect of life.
yeah, it's crazy.
This is some good stuff, you guys. Leave some comments below. Let me know how you feel about this conversation. Is there anything else that you would want to do in life if you couldn't be a DJ?
If I had to, it would be like architecture, like something in like science, but at the end of the day,
I never would have guessed that. Like, that's completely to the left.
oh yeah, I'm for sure.
Architecture.
I'm into tech, architecture. I'm into a
What?
lot of stuff. Yeah, I'm super dimensional. Yeah, it would. Yeah, I would most definitely be like a geologist,
Whoa.
marine biologist,
I never would have guessed that.
engineering.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Do you hear this? She's like a super genius and a DJ. And you guys didn't even know behind the scenes. She knows about horoscopes and stuff like that too.
Yeah.
You guys hit her up and ask her questions about stuff that you want to know. Like,
I said, I'll be a life coach.
and how can they book you? If they want to book you, what's your social media? Can you shout out your social media? Should they send you a DM, an email?
My Instagram is DJ Marley Fox. Yeah, hit me up on Instagram because I'm not on Facebook. I don't even want you to go on my Twitter because you just need to know what you're feeling, so I keep my Twitter private. You can always call me. You know, my number is in my contact on Instagram, my number and my email. But I have a website coming soon, djmarleyfox.com. So you'll have access to this interview up there. Mixes, so you can go through like different types of styles if you're trying to book me, photos, all that. So yeah, really, my website's coming out soon.
Do you have any upcoming events that we should come check you out at, or how can we find out?
Are you gonna come?
Yeah. Okay, I'm definitely coming. Of course.
So I'm starting on this DJ series where it's kind of like a travel blog, but it's a DJ series, like where I'm DJing like mixes and stuff. But I'm gonna be in like cool remote locations, and then I'll have like little travel tips throughout the video, and you'll be able to like find out how I got to that spot, have fun facts about where we went, how we got there.
Follow her right now, you guys. Her Instagram is down below. If you missed that, rewind. Or click the link below and get in contact with her. So I'm so happy you came on here.
Thank you.
Thank you for interviewing.
Thank you. This is my first time.
Really?
Yeah, you're popping my cherry.
I do that. I pop a lot of cherries. Like,
You asked me, I was like, what? Am I that interesting? But then I was like, yeah, girl.
Yes, you are.
I'm happy. I'm really happy that you asked me to do this.
You about to get more interviews after this too.
Yeah, it's supposed to be crazy. Like,
I can see you on other shows. But she was here first, you guys. Just remember that. You guys that tried to steal her from me.
Make sure y'all tap into
remember,
first.
give me a shout out.
Not the second one or the third one. This one. Because I was being authentic. The other ones might be a little taken.
Yeah, she was real on this one. Book her, please. And I will see you guys on the next episode. This is season 5. And see you guys next time.